This whole philosophy is that we want to build stuff that's easy to learn how to build. Like, so we want to build something that, like, it's relatively obvious how it works. And, like, that's not super obvious when you're looking at this thing, but this chip is not just this chip. This chip is like made this way because there's a whole bunch of people writing tutorials about this chip in an open source way.
Okay.
So like, if this fails, then we have a whole bunch of people to email, get on the phone with, to be like, what went wrong, right? Or like, I don't even know how this works. I'm looking at this thing, but I read the name. I can Google a thing and come up with a YouTube video where someone's like trying to explain how it works. So, in the same way, you know, we're trying to make things that are easy to replicate. You know, whereas this guy is a commercial thing, and you get the instructions, but it doesn't explain like how he made it or why it works. It's just like plug it in and it gives you the depth, right? I mean, that's very useful, but like we want to, and then there's a special circuit board inside here that was made specifically for this thing. Mm-hmm. So if it messes up, like,
and they put glue over it so you can't even see what it is. And they covered it so you can't figure out what it is and then fix it.
Because they want you to buy more things instead of making your own, right? So that's one philosophy. I mean, I think what we're engaged in is like, we have more needs than the need to make a profit all the time. So we're trying to build something, but then also contribute to this library of knowledge on how to do stuff like this. So I was a head teacher.
That was good. That made complete sense to me.
Okay.
Cool. That made total sense to a guy who does not speak, science at all.
Thanks, man. Now bioindicators. But first, pizza.
But it makes more sense now that you know what it is and how.
Yeah.
So like a bioindicator, you would like look at how many larvae of a certain species are in the water, and if you know that there's a lot, the water's pretty good. But if you're expecting to see a lot and you don't see any, then you know there's something wrong with the water.
So basically, at the heart of all of this is the programming of this thing. Mm-hmm. Now that you've already taught it to sense things, it's basically programming it to suit your needs.
Yeah, to sense other things.
Okay.
So one of the things that's a good indicator of water quality is conductivity. But conductivity alone won't tell you what's wrong with your water. Just like if I see that a bunch of larval dragonflies are missing from this water, I don't know that what's wrong, but I know that something's wrong. So conductivity is kind of equivalent to a bioindicator. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is it too early to ask whether or not you can teach it to have discriminating factors?
What do you mean discriminating as in what?
Well, like you said, like there's a bunch of things that could set this thing off, right? To say this is the important thing, this is just an anomaly.
I think there's another set of sensors we have to figure out how to develop.
That's why I asked. Is it too early to ask that?
Yes. No, it's not too early. That's the thing. Eventually, by putting this out into the open hardware world, we're asking other people to use their knowledge to tackle these problems. Because if we put it in a box and glue it closed, nobody can hack it and figure out how to make it better. And by doing this, like we figured out how to do these three things, but I'm really interested in measuring some type of chemical reaction. Well, maybe somebody else in the world can make a sensor, plug it into this, and now we have a new tool to use. This thing called the Riffle that we're trying to develop. So this is the Riffle. This is a bread box, very diagrammatic Riffle. It'll look nicer when it comes to you. What's the Riffle in development? So yeah, that's it.
So what kind of tool are you trying to build? It seems like everyone has a different tool they're trying to make sure that is? Is there one you see, or?
Yeah, well, I guess the Riffle. Hello, friends. So, like you just said, this is a breadboarded Arduino, which is this basic little computer brain that there are 1,000 tutorials out there online to help you program. Mm-hmm. So if you search online and you search, and we did this earlier, Arduino blinking LED, that's how we got the code for that, because they're just like copy paste. And then if you